Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's me, your girl BrittReacts, and today we're reacting to USA for Africa. We are the world. And I actually have a lot of questions. So let's see what is going to be said, sung, and all the other things. Ooh, this is giving 80s realness. These signatures? It's like a yearbook. Lionel
There
Richie!
comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must
Stevie!
come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand.
I don't know who that is.
To life.
Kenny Rogers! Kenny! I know Kenny Rogers. Y'all know I know Kenny Rogers. Co-president of the Panty Dropping Club. I know who that is. The earth and the like twinkling sound coming in felt like the beginning of Barney and Reading Rainbow to me. It felt like the 80s for real. Like it felt like my childhood. And then you had all the autographs, I guess, which felt like a yearbook page, which now I'm thinking, I guess there are multiple artists on this song. Clearly. At least four so far. I recognize Lionel Richie. I recognize Stevie Wonder. I'm not sure who the shorter gentleman is here on the camera, but I recognize Kenny Rogers. So this feels like it's about to be a bunch of artists singing. I don't know, maybe it says USA for Africa, so maybe it's some type of foundation or fundraiser. I'm invested though. I'm invested. Let's keep going.
To life, the greatest gift of all.
That harmony, Kenny.
We can't go on
Woo!
pretending day by day that someone.
That's Kenny, right, y'all? Now I'm doing that thing that I do where I second guess. And I'm like, because he looks younger, his hair is short. That's Kenny Rogers, right? Oh my God, I'm like mortified because if it's not and I just went in like that, y'all are going to let me have it in the comments. Just act like it didn't happen. All right, let's keep going. I don't know who this guy is in the silver shirt. Oops.
Pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon.
Is that Tina Turner and Diana Ross?
We all a part of
Sing, mama.
God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. We are the children.
I have tears in my eyes. I'm tearing up, and I don't have a freaking concealer catcher around me today. I'm gonna have to use my long sleeves. As soon as I saw the loafers and the socks, I knew. Okay, now I'm like, okay, all right. I don't know how old I was when this song came out, if I was even on the planet. I was born in 1988. If you are new here, you might not know this. I've said this in several videos, like in the beginning of my channel inception, but like I grew up thinking Michael Jackson was my dad, and I'm not saying that jokingly. Like I knew who my dad was. I grew up in a single parent household, so my dad didn't live in the house. I knew who my dad was, but I think I really thought my mom was like married to Michael Jackson. My mother is a super fan. I'm not going to say was. The woman is till this day a super fan. Has every like just she is Michael Jackson's number one fan. Like the day he passed, she left work early. She came home and she wept. Like she mourned like she lost everything in her life. And so I say all that to say I think I thought that this was a Michael Jackson song. Like I've heard this part of this song before. I've never heard the other artists singing on the song before. I've heard this part of this song before. We are the world. I think I thought this was like a part of something Michael Jackson did. I've never seen this visual. I just am like, and it made me tear up because it just is like my childhood. It really does feel like little Brit. And I don't know, it made me emotional. And then I think this is the best of Michael Jackson right here. Like, this is the best of him, and God bless his soul, and you know, everything and all the opinions. I don't care. Keep him, save him. Tell your mama about him. There's nothing you can say to me that will make me not love this man. So thank you for that. But I think this was the best of him, and you know, it just made me feel like, oh my gosh, little Britt. Like, if I would have seen this back then, I'd be like, Dad is on the TV. I didn't call him Dad, but like, I think I definitely thought in my child mind that this man was somehow like, I was an extension of him. That's how much my mother loved this man. He wasn't Michael Jackson in my house. He was Mikey. If that doesn't tell you something. Anyway, let's keep going. I really had like I've definitely heard this chorus before. If this is the chorus, it feels like the chorus. But now I'm like even more invested. All right, we can keep going. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Look at that jacket. Queen. I think that's really special too because, sorry, I just bit my lip, guys. I'm not bleeding. Michael and Diana have such a special relationship. I know that. I know growing up, she was really important to him. So I just think that was a beautiful like side shot, and their harmony is gorgeous.
We're making, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
Who's next? Who's this? Dionne Warwick!
Send them your heart.
Sing it, girl.
So they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger.
Is that Willie Nelson? Is that Willie Nelson? Look at me. That's Willie Nelson with a haircut? I've never seen him without his ponytails. Is that Willie Nelson? Oh my gosh, y'all. This is so amazing to me. I also feel like this day and age, artists of this caliber, all in one place recording a song is like, who? This feels like a Quincy Jones. Like, who put this together? This feels huge. This feels like a once in a lifetime moment. Like, to have all of these stars, icons, legends in the same room recording a song. First of all, how many takes? Because these people are professionals. So I feel like it was probably a one hit quitter and they were done. But yeah, I feel like this would never happen nowadays. It would be like so-and-so scheduled at 12, so-and-so scheduled at 12:30. And then they would like, you know, edit it all together to look like they were in the same space, but they weren't. And now with this AI technology, Jesus, take the wheel. Oh my God. I'm amazed by this. That's Willie Nelson.
And their lives will be stronger and free, as God has shown us by turning stone to bread. And so we all must
I don't know who that is.
a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children.
Who's that? He's handsome.
We are the one to make a brighter day.
We are the
so
one.
let's start giving.
Okay.
Oh, there's a choice we're making.
He looks familiar too.
Who's
that?
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
And everyone has like snippets. They're not even singing like it's like 4 bars. Moving on. And they're all singing. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed.
When you're down and out, and there seems no hope at all.
Never heard that part.
But if you just believe, there's nowhere we can fall.
I don't know who that is. Cyndi Lauper, right? That's Cyndi Lauper, right?
When we stand together as
Who that is. Look at everyone. This is sending chills down my spine. Listen to that. Oh, somebody come right now and give me my flowers. Give me my flowers. I knew it. That's Quincy. That's Quincy. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. There's one thing about me and two things for sure. I know my musical history when it comes to certain genres. Your girl knows what's going on. I knew. I'm like, this has got this, something of this caliber. Quincy Jones has to be in the room, at the table, on the phone. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew. How have I like got? I'm like, why don't I know about this? Why did I not know this was a thing? There are enough artists in this that I know that like it's just like, how did I not? I feel like if I'm either I was just really young and don't remember, or this just skirted right past me. Because again, I've heard Michael Jackson sing the "We Are the World." I've heard that, and I don't know why I've only heard that part. I didn't hear his other snippet. I didn't know about any of this other stuff. But I was certain that Quincy Jones was on this. And look at him. Look at young Quincy Jones. Maybe that's why he has 17 baby mamas, because he was fine. Okay, Quincy. All right, with the goatee. Oh. All right, let's keep going. Those are the Jacksons, the siblings.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true.
Who's that?
Better day, just you and me.
This is a moment in time. Y'all, this is making me so emotional. How is anyone watching this and not feel like emotional? Ray Charles. First of all, the fact that a lot of these artists, at least the ones I'm familiar with, are still on this planet. Thank you, Jesus, right? Like, this feels like I just dug up a capsule in my backyard and like unlocked just greatness. Like you know what I mean? I feel like I'm watching something that was such a moment in time, such a monumental thing. And then, you know, you stop and you listen to the words, which I do think this has got to be like a project for like feeding the children in Africa. We are the world, we are the children. We are the world, we are the children. So let's start giving. What else did they say? We are the world, ones that make a better place. So let's start giving, or something. I'm butchering the lyrics, but they're beautiful. And I think visually and also audibly, you know, it sounds like a bunch of angels. It sounds like a choir of angels, but visually to see all these people, all these genres, all these ages, all these, you know what I mean? Like all these races, genders, like all these people from all these different backgrounds coming together for a cause, just again speaks to how powerful music is. And when music is used the right way, when music is used to push a positive message, it is the greatest. It's the greatest thing. It's just the greatest thing. It's so there are no words to really, you know, and unfortunately I don't know if something like this could or will ever happen again, but this is huge. And now I'm like, I wonder, like, right, like obviously I was again either not born or very, very young, but I just would love to know just how huge this was. I need to like Google this song and figure out like how much it raised, because it does feel like, I don't feel like these people profited from this. It feels like this was a fundraising thing. I need to know like how it charted, how long it charted. This just made me so emotional in the best way, just feeling like a sense of hope. This feels like hope, you know. Wow, Ray Charles, that's crazy.
It's true, we make a brighter day, just you and me. Come on now, let me hear you.
We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the children.
We are the children.
We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
So let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making.
Sing, Stevie.
We're saving our lives.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. Yeah, yeah.
We are the world.
We are the world.
We are
Who's
the
that?
We are the children.
We
That's-
are the ones who make a better day. So
That's the guy said he's super handsome. I don't know who he is. I love the like growly raspiness of his voice though, coupled with like the sweet boyishness of Stevie's voice. It's a good contrast.
let's start giving.
So let's start giving. There's a choice we'll make. Yeah, we're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me.
Latoya, all the Jacksons are there. Where's Janet? I saw Jermaine.
We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. Yes, sir. We are the ones that make
We are the ones.
So let's start giving.
I don't know who that is, but he's taking us to church. We are the world. You better sing, brother. This is amazing. It's amazing.
So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me. That guy. All right, did you hear what I said? There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. USAforAfrica.org. United Support of Artists for Africa. That was so special. That was so special. That was so special. Holy cow. Guys, everybody just needs to do better. Everybody, the whole world. I think I've fangirled enough on that. I just had no idea. I know I'm very late to the party. I don't need y'all to tell me. I don't need anybody to be like, how has she never heard this? All right. Thank you. Be kind. Rewind. All right. Go and have the absolute day that you deserve. All right.